All right, the plot has thickened. Yesterday, we talked about what I thought was maybe a rumor, this cricket spitting contest in Bement, Illinois. And turns out it actually is real. It's happening this weekend, actually Saturday, if you want to go watch people spit crickets.
It's awesome. I mean, they're frozen. They're not, I mean, they've passed on at that point, but then you see how far you can spit a cricket.
Yeah. So there's a listener, he listens, he went to Purdue. In Indiana, and he said, well, actually, they kind of stole this idea from Purdue.
Okay.
Because Purdue has what is called the Bug Bowl.
Now, that sounds like fun. Now, what's the Bug Bowl?
Bug Bowl. 30,000 people attend the event every year. It's the largest insect festival in the U.S.
Insect festival.
Which
okay.
sounds like just the funnest way to spend a weekend to me. They have an insect petting zoo, my worst nightmare. They have honeybees, which actually sounds cool because there's a honey tasting room. And then, of course, the cricket spitting contest. Now, I wanted to read to you 2 of the rules from the cricket spitting contest, just in case, Jonathan, you were ever thinking about entering.
Sure,
you would want to know the
fair.
rules.
Yep.
Number 1, you must spit the cricket within 20 seconds of placing it in your mouth.
Okay, so you don't suck on it first.
You don't suck on it.
Okay.
You don't try to get it warmed up.
Well, I would think you'd want to spit it before you suck on it anyway, because the more you suck on it,
warmer it gets.
Yeah, and the more it weighs with your saliva and all this kind of stuff.
That's true.
You know.
Now, this is a really gross rule. It says the cricket must remain intact, and an official should check the spat cricket.
Oh, to see if maybe you bit it in half.
For 6 legs, 4 wings, 2 antennas before the spit can be counted.
Sure, because...
So you can't be munching on the cricket.
Right, because if you're only spitting half a cricket...
That's not fair.
That's an unfair advantage. Great point. Did you say that there is a petting zoo for insects?
Yes, that's disgusting.
Like, how big does an insect have to be for you to be able to pet it?
Petting zoo. I don't know. I don't see the list. I'm guessing kind of large, right?
Reckless Love from Corey Asbury on listener-supported WBGL. It's 7:08. We're Jonathan and Lindsay.
Here's the sad thing about life. Nothing lasts forever.
Well, that's true.
And you find something that you love and you're so happy about it and you get to enjoy it for a season and then it's done. And you're just like, man, that's sad. So my first concert ever was Third Day. And now they're retiring.
Yeah. Third Day is calling it quits.
It's just like, man. And it's not just me. Like, we just had Jason Roy from Building 429 on the show this week, and he was talking about how he went to see Third Day.
Yep.
And how basically like that like launched his career.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So they were talking about that his youth pastor, and Jason Roy was pretty open about the fact that his family was going through a divorce. His parents were splitting up, and they were in pretty rough financial shape. So this golden youth pastor steps in and says, you know what? I know things are rough. I'm going to take Jason to a Third Day concert. And so they do that, and they see this awesome display of Third Day doing the worship thing. And then he tells Jason, you know what? Someday, I think you could do that.
Yeah.
He must have known that he was somewhat, musically inclined or whatever. So they leave the concert. The youth pastor goes and buys a guitar, an electric guitar, for Jason and says, I think you're going to go places with this. That was 20 or 25 years ago, and now he's, a part of one of the greatest Christian bands.
Yeah, and I mean, you'll see Jason Roy with Building 429 at Winter Jam, and he's playing the guitar, and he's rocking out, and it's like all because someone invested in him and said like some positive stuff into his life. But I don't know, like I'm wondering if Third Day has heard all of these stories, like my story and Jason's story, because surely, I mean, if they hear these stories, they can't quit.